Hey y'all, it's me Fancy on every fancy thing and more, artist interviews and more. Today I have the pleasure of interviewing Seb Hollywood. How are you doing?
What's going on? I'm doing all right. How about you?
Wonderful. No complaints. I know you're like super dope excited because you have this new release coming this week, right?
Yeah, I'm really stoked. I'm really stoked about it. It's gonna be cool. I love that song, and like
Yeah.
other people that I've sent it to as well, they love it too. So it's like, had me feeling really good about it. So I'm happy.
It's got a great sound. It's got a real chill vibe to it, you know.
Thank you.
If you had to classify that particular song, what category or what genre would you put it in if you had to do that
To,
categorize?
to be honest, I don't really know, just because it's like a blend of, I guess, hip hop and R&B, or like alternative. Just kind of,
Yeah,
I don't know. I really like the atmospheric, airy sounding stuff. Whenever I make songs, I like it to make me feel good. So I think that's what I was kind
absolutely.
of aiming for.
Yeah, and it does give you that. So let's just
True.
let's just start from the beginning. I just want to start from the beginning. Let's give the the viewing audience an opportunity to get to know you. Let's do that. Let's
Go ahead.
go back. Take me back. Take me to the first time that you knew that music was your passion and that's what you wanted to do.
So I've pretty much been involved in music since I was a little kid. When I was around like 8 or 9 years old, I started playing the drums, and that was like my first hand experience of I guess just any musical instrument. Um, my dad, he actually used to make songs and make beats and stuff too. So when I was a kid, he also used to like kind of just like sit me on his lap or whatever, and just like write stuff for me, and then he would just like tell me to like rap whatever he writes, and then I would just do the exact thing, and just I didn't know what I was saying. I just knew that he was writing it and it sounded cool, and I think I just stopped for a while after that. And then after I graduated high school, I went off to college in 2013. That's when I kind of started to get into like the whole production and like using FL Studios and Logic and all of that. And I was getting really frustrated with it because I didn't know how to work it, and it was just like a new thing. And I definitely I think my friend Komet Abernathy, like he was the one who kind of taught me how to structure like songs and stuff like that. And ever since then, I just didn't stop. And every time that I got frustrated with it or I couldn't figure something out, I would leave it for a day, and then the very next day I would come back and I would figure it out, and it just kept just being a thing like that. So yeah, that's pretty much it. It's just been like a journey, I guess.
So it's kind of in your blood. We have a lot of people that that music runs within their family. It's in their roots. I've interviewed people in the past that it was in their greats. You know what I mean?
I know my mom, she sings too. So,
See,
she's
yeah.
like, I definitely, if I got the singing part, that's definitely from her. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
mm.
So then in that instance, how is it now? Like literally, I mean, I could just imagine, like you said, your dad had you sitting on his lap, and you're rapping or whatever, didn't really know what you were saying, but you were doing that. So music definitely had to be, like a staple in your home. Am I right?
For sure. It was, whether it was gospel music or it was just like, like not like 80s, 90s R&B. There was a lot of Michael Jackson, of course, playing in the house. There was Prince. There was Luther Vandross and like all of that stuff too.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, it was just like a wide array of that stuff. And then as I got older, I just started finding, different bands and different musicians myself, and it all just kind of collectively just stuck with me. So
Yeah. So talk to everybody that's watching about a typical day. So run me through a typical day for you right now.
typical day for me right now. So I've been trying to get up at like 5:30 or 6 a.m. every morning just to kind of keep a routine going. So do that. I work out, come back, and I like make myself breakfast and stuff. I just listen to music in the morning whenever I'm making breakfast, when I take a shower and all that too.
Yeah.
Um, I will play the guitar for a little bit, or I play my piano. I practice singing. Before my finals are over with, I was just doing homework and stuff like that in the morning too. But then other than that, I like to just write songs. And so there would be days where like sometimes I'll write songs just because I feel like I have to, and then there'll be days where I just kind of just sit back and chill and just listen to other music and stuff like that too. And the days that I'm actually able to go to the studio, whenever I get there, it'll usually it's like 30-minute session, or I could be in there for like a few hours, or it could be like an all day thing. It just kind of depends on, you know, what the vibe is and what I'm writing.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes I already have a blueprint of what I want to make. Other times I just go in there and we're just chilling. We might not even do anything. We'll just talk, you know, just talk about what's going on in our lives and all of that. And yeah, shout out to Kid Houston too. He's the one who like engineers a lot of like all of my music pretty much, and he's a really dope guy.
That's what's up. So I mean, just like you know, I think that's a perfect word. Atmosphere. Music is an atmosphere.
Right.
I think a lot for a lot of people, not just, you know, performing artists, not just singers, you know, or rappers, you know, or the like. Music, music is life. It's a part of everyday life. It's essential to us. It's like breathing, you know. I know for myself, it's like breathing. If I don't have music, it's like I don't have air, you know.
Right.
To have that.
That's how I feel.
Music takes you, you know, to places that nothing else or no other feeling or thought process could do that. You know what I mean?
Right. Mm-hmm.
That's the beauty of music. It transcends all boundaries as well, you know?
Oh, hey, there's Komet right there, actually.
Hey.
Yeah, that's the guy who helped in. Oh, what's up, Elliot? What's up, RJ? Sorry, I know I'm just trying to say hi to everybody and present. But yeah,
you're okay with that. That's, I mean, we're live, and that's why I dropped the comments just so they can see that being a part of it, and you know, being a part of it or whatever. But so talk to me about she says love the shirt, kid.
Thanks, Brittany.
There we go. I know I complimented him on that shirt as well.
Yo.
But you know, this is the thing. So, you know, so you say like that, you know, really it's not really a simple matter to classify, you know, your music. You know what I mean? You wouldn't want to stick it in one box, right? So talk to me about the musical influences then that people are going to see on your project that you're working on now. Talk to me about the musical influences.
So definitely Frank Ocean. As far as like, you know, his lyricism and stuff like that, I really like what he is said when he says in his songs, and like how he works the cadences and all of that. It could literally be just like a hard beat or whatever, or it'll be something that's just pure guitar or just pure synths and there's like no drums behind it, and he just flows on it effortlessly.
Yeah.
The Weeknd for sure too. Like I guess kind of the way my range is now, I've kind of trained it to be like kind of sort of like that. Yeah. But definitely just like the way he sings, like his subject matter that he sings about, and his voice does not match the subject matter. However, it sounds really, really great. Like it always sounds good. I'm always chilling whenever I listen to him. So Coldplay is my favorite band, and you'll definitely hear their elements in there with like the music and how like the music in the track will make you feel as like far as the atmospheric stuff goes. And Tame Impala too for the same reason. So I try to let it carry all over.
Yeah, I mean, it's just sort of how you go with what feels good, and you, like you say, it's all about the energy and the vibe that you're going with.
Exactly.
So tell me why it's important to you to make music beyond it being what you know, it's your calling. Why is it important for you to make music and share your gift with the listening audience?
Right. It's therapy for me, and it's therapy for other people. You know. I think that for me, I could be going through anything. And even if I'm just, you know, if I'm just making a song just to make it for myself and that nobody else hear it, that's cool. You know what I mean? I'm just going to listen to it myself. But if I do want other people to hear it and like, you know, feel my pain or just, you know, just connect with me on that level too. I mean, I do it for that reason. I want to make sure that I can make an environment or a world to where people can really just you know, they can feel where I'm coming from, and they also don't feel alone, that if that makes sense. They always have that person that they can listen to, you know, to put them at ease or to help them go through what they're going through. So
Yeah. Music is absolute therapy. I know for me it
mhm.
is. I mean, I've talked with many artists, you know, and even myself being a voice artist, you know, I hop in my car, throw
Mhm.
on music, whether it's instrumental, I'm doing instrumental or whatever. It could be anything. I'll hop in my car, throw on some music, and just hit the loop, you know, back and forth. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It takes me other places. It takes me away. It takes me away from what I'm thinking about right now, or it doesn't allow me to concentrate. Now, if I'm in a place where it's a decision that I have to make, I absolutely also will include music in that as well. I
right.
will definitely do that as well. You know, because like I say, that gives me peace and a lot of clarity. You know, really, it's very spiritual if you look at it.
Exactly.
They're very spiritual. You know, being able to vocalize anything is a gift, I think.
For
So
sure.
talk to me about the struggle, what it took to get here now. How long have you been passionately? Because someone asked me recently on an interview that they did of me, they said, how, when was that get serious moment? So when did your get serious moment happen for you? And how long have you been obeying that get serious moment?
Um, so I really actively started doing like producing music and stuff like probably September or October of 2013. That's when I just started getting into the production and stuff. I didn't start getting into the singing and all of that until about the end of 2013. So around like November, December. And I made my very first song that only like a handful of people have heard. And I listen to it now and I cringe really, really, really hard. So, but I think
Yeah.
even after that though, I still wanted to make music. And it was just, I just got lost in the void. I was just watching, you know, all of these interviews of all of these musicians, and I was just seeing like behind the scenes stuff and the making of some of these songs that I love so much, and just how many artists there are, and their work ethic and all of that stuff too, and how passionate I was already about music at the time, because I was in band like all throughout middle school and high school. So it's always been ingrained to me to want to just keep making music. And I think it really became a serious thing once I made that, like, I made like a really, it was, I think I made a song in 2014 or 15 that I released. Is called Told Ya. And it's on my SoundCloud too. But yeah, I released that one just out of nowhere. And the reception that I got from that was really, really dope. That kind of gave me the confirmation. I was like, okay, I can do it. Dope. So I just like after that, I just kept just making music and just putting it out, and you know, it just I don't know, it just and it's just led me here, I guess. Like I just love it. I really, really love it. So
That's an inspirational testimony, though. But the thing about it is that having a body of work allows you to go back and watch, go back and reflect on your journey. And when
right.
you reflect on that journey, you get to see where you grew. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? And you might see, well, wait a minute, I think I had something and I just didn't touch that. You know what I
For
mean?
sure. Yeah.
So I've had a lot of artists that I work with that they will go back and they will recreate something that they
Mhm.
did a long time ago, because they really didn't realize wait a minute, I was on the brink of something. I was really
Right.
touching something right there, but
Mhm.
my mind was somewhere else, this is the thing I love too, about your sound. You absolutely are creative. You are genuine and
Thank
unique.
you.
So being uniquely yourself with your own sound, that's a beautiful thing, because you're not trying to sound like anybody else. You're
Right.
just expressing, your creative, artistic self.
Mhm.
And so by being able to do that, and that's going to carry you, that's going to solidify your career, because you're not going to be like anyone else. You know what
For
I'm saying?
sure. Yeah. I get
You're not
it.
going to be like anyone else. People are going to know that it's you,
Mhm.
because of the unique things that you intertwine in your projects. So speaking of the project, so definitely you're dropping Strawberry Milkshake. Okay, that's single. Now, the project that this is coming from, how many tracks are you anticipating having on it? And when are you anticipating dropping it?
So right now I'm bouncing between having 11 or 13 tracks on it right now. All the songs have been recorded and made. We're just in the process of mixing and mastering everything right now. So as far as the release date for the full thing goes, I would like to release it in the summer. So, and heck yeah, Komet. No, yeah. Komet and I were definitely gonna make something too. We want to make like a full project together like this summer. So I'm looking forward to that for sure. But yeah, so in the summer, definitely I would like to drop like the full project itself.
That's
So
what's up. So that's something to look forward to. I mean, if you think about it, we're like mid-May already,
yeah,
practically.
exactly. It's right around the corner, and I think it was. I think for me, when I knew that I was done with it, was whenever I was just able to listen to it front to back without any stops or pauses, and not just like I felt comfortable with the track listing and everything too. And so
Wow.
I think the only reason why I'm bouncing between 11 and 13 songs is because some of the songs that I had already recorded before, I'm trying to find a way, if they can fit into the album, cool. If they don't, then that's cool too. I'll just release them later down the line. So
There it is.
kind of
So
like my
talk
plan.
to me about this because I don't think that it's something that I asked you before, and so a lot of people probably want to know as well.
Hmm.
Are you signed to anyone, or are you considered independent? And if you are independent, do you want to remain that way?
Right. So right now I am independent. As far as I'm concerned with this, especially in the future and stuff, I would like to remain independent. However, if there is if there's like that particular deal that just strikes me in a way to where I feel like I have um, either all creative control or a really, really good amount of creative control over what I put out and what I make. And we're able to just, get it out to the masses, the way I want to, and the way I want it to roll out and everything, then I'll be fine with that. Um, working with Tony, he's taught me a lot. So like a lot within like this past, I guess like 2 months now, since we've been working together.
You're
And
speaking man,
say that again, sorry.
hitman,
Yeah,
hitman.
Tony Hitman, yeah. And
Yeah.
he just taught me a lot about based on like the conversations that we've had and what I told him that what I want out of this for the future and all that. I think that's definitely what I'm looking for right now. So as far as I'm concerned, right now I'm just independent. But yeah, in the future that could be subject to change. So it just depends.
So healthy, strong decision to remain independent. I've seen many artists, pioneers in music, in the industry that actually, remained independent and they built an empire by
For
doing
sure. Chance the Rapper is the prime example of that, honestly.
Yeah. Master P is also a prime example
Master P
of that.
Yeah.
Pioneer. He's a pioneer, and he is an example of that. And so with that, with respect to those pioneers, like you said, Chance the Rapper, I say Master P, they really have really put people on and giving you the opportunity to learn and to tell you about what happened with them and why they chose the route that they did, and school you basically so that you don't have to deal with those type of things if you don't have to.
Exactly.
There's ways that you can maneuver in which you can remain remain an independent artist and be very well off by being that way.
Right.
Exactly. Owning all of your own masters and and your intellectual property as well. So talk to me about other creative avenues or something that maybe that it has nothing to do with music that you could see yourself doing in the future.
Right. So definitely I think it would be really, really cool if I was able to just start kind of like a foundation for the city of Houston to where, kids after school, if they don't have like a home or something to go to, or if they don't have maybe they just don't want to go home right away. Maybe they just want to go out and like create or make music or draw or something like that. I just want to create like a big hub or like a place to where they can just all go to and just express themselves creatively. I don't want it to be a place where I have to like make money off of it or whatever. I just want them to go there so they can just learn how to, whatever they find themselves being good at or decent at, I want them to have that opportunity and the tools to kind of hone in on their craft and perfect it. So that way in the future, you never know what could happen. They could become like the biggest artists or like the biggest actors or, you know, the next big musician or whatever. You know, I just want them to have a place that they could go to and just really create and just not just don't stop. And also completely like out of the realm of that too. Definitely want to make my own Japanese anime. Like I've ever since I was a kid, I've been really into like Dragon Ball Z, Naruto, and all that stuff. I'm a huge nerd when it comes to that. So I think it would be cool if I was able to make my own anime too. And I've jotted down ideas and all of that as well. But I'm just putting it on the back burner until, you know, everything else kind of, you know, gets set in place.
Yeah, you referenced you know, college. So what's your major in college, or are you still in college, or
Yeah.
what
I'm actually finishing, I believe I'm finishing up this summer. So yeah, my major is journalism,
all
and I
right.
think it kind of goes hand in hand with with like the music stuff too, because I love to write, and so it was just kind of natural for me. And I love reading stories. I love writing my own stories. I just love learning about like not just, you know, the like world news, but mainly definitely music industry news and stuff like that. Like I love watching Complex and reading their articles and stuff, and even Vice and all of that too. So I think those like that avenue is really, really, really cool.
That's dope. So like, could you see yourself ever like hosting like a podcast or like a radio show,
For
something like
sure. Yeah, that's definitely something I want to do.
that? Well,
100%.
that's what's
Yeah.
up. Yes,
Yeah.
that's definitely, you know, like I say, you know, we look at it, you know, I look at artistry, at the artistry, whether it's voice artists, whether it's, you know, rap, R&B,
Mhm.
whether it's production, whether, you know, it's people making beats, you know what I'm saying, mixing it down, mastering it, whatever that arena is, I look at it that it's all under the whole creative umbrella.
Right.
It's the umbrella is the creative umbrella.
Hmm.
So there's nowhere that you can't move between. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
If you think about everything that's visually appealing, there's usually some music attached to it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So
Yeah.
it's sight and sound. You know what I mean? It's sight and sound. They're the perfect duo. So
Hmm.
talk to us about what the next project is going to look like. Well, you think it'll be different? You think it'll be like, of course, they consider that the sophomore, but do you think that do you have different ideas already about it, or?
I've already been like making songs. Some songs have already been recorded for that too. I probably just go back and just re-record them and just refine them and all of that. But definitely, like I said, one of the guys that's watching right now, his name is Komet, and he is coming to Houston in June. So definitely, whenever he comes back, we are just planning on just cooking up like a whole lot of new songs and stuff. And I really want to start bringing in more live instrumentation, because on the project that comes out this summer, there are some tidbits of like me playing guitar or just like maybe like some piano-esque type tracks and stuff too. But I definitely want to in the future just focus on bringing like the full musicality by using live instruments. So I would like a live drum set, bass guitarist, like, you know, just all of that stuff. I definitely want to mess around with that.
Yeah, if people have not gone to a show, I mean, I've gone to a rap concert or a show with an
Mhm.
artist and they did live band. There is
Exactly.
nothing in the world like that sound.
Yeah.
Amazing, amazing sound. And you would think it's a rap concert. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
No. You know what I'm saying? They stay true. The artist stayed true to it, true to form. Artists actually sat down, you know, with a guitar or whatever, hop on the drums. You
Yeah.
know, there are many musical artists out here that they feel like they must conquer every instrument that they can. That just goes to show, you know, that you're firing on all cylinders and you'll continue to be successful
For
in
sure.
this realm of creativity. So talk to somebody out there that's been doing this for a while and they just don't feel like they just don't feel like they're there. They don't feel like made where they should be right now. They don't feel like they're progressing where they should be. Like if they're looking back, maybe they're giving themselves a little bit of a hard time. They're really being, they're pressing themselves. Give them some advice from somebody who's been doing this. It's been almost 7 years now by my calculation. So you give them some advice so they don't quit. Give them some advice.
So I think the one real thing that I have to say as far as that goes is just having patience. Every musician that I've seen that it seems like they kind of blew up overnight. 9 times out of 10, that's not the case. They've probably been at it for like a couple of years beforehand, and it might have been overnight to everybody else, but to them it could have been, longer than what how I've been making music,
Yes.
And I think just keeping that passion with the patience is extremely important, because as soon as you lose your passion for it, you're not going to have fun with it anymore. And you're not going to give it your all, like your fullest, you're not going to put all your heart and your mind into it. So as far as just like the advice that I have to give is just don't stop and just keep being yourself, as cliche as that is. But yeah, you just, you have to just stick to your guns. Don't let anybody try to compromise who you are as a person and as an artist too. Because as soon as they do that, then it's game over and it's not going to be authentic anymore. So
yeah, if it doesn't feel right, it's definitely not right. You have to pay attention to how you feel. Mm-hmm. You have to have a mind and body and spirit connection.
For sure.
I think that's definitely we embody spirituality within ourselves, with the universe. I think that's definitely something that people have to pay attention to. The universe is speaking to us in major ways. So talk to me about your dream collaborations. Talk to me. This is what I want to know. Give me a dream collaboration, whether they're still alive or they're not.
Oh man. Okay.
In the past. And then give me a dream collaboration for the future, or anybody that's performing now or that, is on the rise. Talk to me about an icon of the past that, they might still be a living legend, but they were an icon of the past. And then talk to me about somebody that's in the now, or they are really on the up, or the come up.
Okay. So as far as past icons go, I think that it would be really crazy if there was a Seb Hollywood, a Prince, and a Jimi Hendrix song together.
I hear that in you. I swear, and Prince is my favorite artist of all time.
Yeah.
And I hear that influence in you. And I wanted to tell you that, but I wasn't going to touch that yet.
I appreciate it. But no, that's
Hendrix.
I don't know what it is. It's just like that music in that era, even compared to the stuff especially compared to the stuff that's been coming out today, it's unmatched. Like you will find no song that is being made today that hasn't had like some influence by, like either one of those two, for sure.
Yeah.
And I guess as far as people I want to collab with now, definitely. Okay. So obviously like the Houston artists that have been like really on the come up and people have already made it, like Travis Scott, Megan Thee Stallion would be cool. I don't know what we would make, but I think it would be pretty cool. Maxo Cream for sure. I don't know what would happen. Even if I just get Beyonce's ad-libs on a song, I don't care. She could literally like hum on it or something. But I think that would be pretty cool too.
So you're a huge Beyonce fan, then, I take it.
I'm not. I am a really big fan. Yeah, I don't listen to her as much as I used to, for sure. Right. But definitely like her old stuff, like back in the Destiny Child days, for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
Like those are classics. And then
yeah.
And then even outside like the realm of hip hop, like I think it would be cool to collab with Coldplay or Tame Impala, or just even like this band called The Strokes too. So yeah, I don't know. I have influences like everywhere. I would love to. I would like to collab with like as many people as I could. Honestly, I think it would be really dope.
Right. Why not? Right.
Yeah,
Why not? You know what I mean? Especially when, you take artists, that have totally different sounds and you produce something amazing. It happens every day.
for sure.
Every day. I know we were referencing that when we were on the radio interview yesterday, but
Mhm.
definitely, it's something else. Um, so let's get into the strawberry milkshake. So talk to me about the premise of strawberry milkshake.
So, Strawberry Milkshake is literally just meant to be a fun song. Whenever I made it, I had no intention of it trying to mean anything specific or, just trying to like tug at heartstrings or whatnot. Because I have enough of those songs on the rest of the album. I just, especially for a time like this, I just wanted people to have a song that they could just jam to, vibe out to, just have fun with. It's literally called Strawberry Milkshake, and it's a chill song. Like I think that's pretty much it. Honestly, it's just fun. I just really, really, I like to just vibe out and chill, and I
Yeah.
feel like a lot of people do too. So especially right now.
So you want to introduce it? We'll play it, and then we'll play it, and then we'll get some feedback on there, and
Yeah,
then
for sure.
we'll come back and we'll talk a little bit more. You want to do that?
Yeah, for sure.
All right.
So
Well,
if you're
go ahead.
just logging on, or if you're already logged on, my name's Seb Hollywood, and you are about to listen to my song "Strawberry Milkshake," which will be out at midnight tonight on SoundCloud.
Yes.
Wake up right at 8, I thank God and hit the shower. I get dressed and pop my collar, flexing is my superpower. Flip on my seat, my inside that paper like a tower. See them getting mad, I get them dollars every hour. I don't get it, bitch, don't get lost. Don't go with me, you get crushed. Cause I only want piece of my life, it's so speechless, so sweet to be hurting my jaw. You see me go straight to the top, clean it up like a mob. I ain't got time for the hate. This haters be wanting to talk, so I'm done getting thrown in the haze. Drinking strawberry milkshake, sipping away. Tell me, does that make you mad? Yeah, I bet I'll make you mad. Getting caught in the haze, drinking strawberry milkshake, sipping away. Tell me, does that make you mad? Yeah, I bet I'll make you mad. I bet I'll make you mad. It's me, I'm dreaming. I know you can't believe it. I love me so much, I buy myself a bouquet. I go put a bouquet, grab up the seeds, trying to stay happy with it. Fly them clouds out the way. Really, I'm just a guy. Throw my back in the sky. Why you look so damn surprised? I'm laughing by seeing that look in your eyes. But damn, it's what you could go good with some fries. That's the money, I'm not just tired. Sipping, I'm swerving the fire. Puffing like you've been surprised. So I'm gone, getting thrown in the haze. Drinking strawberry milkshake, sipping away. Oh no, tell me, does that make you mad? Yeah, I bet I'll make you mad. And I'm getting out in the haze, drinking strawberry milkshake, sipping away. Tell me, does that make you mad? Yeah, I bet I'll make you mad. 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 I bet I'll make you
Yeah,
Hey,
that's
hey.
it.
Super dope.
Appreciate it. Thank you. Just
Yeah.
replying to everybody in the chat. Hi, O'Shea.
Yeah, go ahead. Take this time to do that right now. Miss May.
Yeah.
Back on right now. Somebody else just left you a new comment too. Here we go. Here we go. Right there.
Oh, yep. That's O'Shea right there. O'Shea, he's super funny. That guy,
Yeah.
he is wild. But that's like my he's like a little brother to me for sure though. He's awesome. He's really cool. He's also he's coming out with like a cool superhero show. Like sometime in the future. I don't know when I'm not even gonna put like a timeline on it, but it's happening for sure though.
Of
And
course.
like, this stuff is really, really dope. And what's up, Huda?
It's
What's up, Elliot,
atmosphere.
Courtney, RJ, all y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. Appreciate it. And everybody that's even not in the chat, I appreciate y'all for tuning in also.
Really we appreciate that. Yeah, your artists always need support. And I always like, it's at the core of everything I do is about the artist, and it's about exposing, the artist to different audiences as well. And because you never know what you're gonna like.
For sure.
Are gonna like, and you never know how your song is gonna touch them. Tatiana says, "Can I have your autograph?"
Sure.
Oh, how sweet. Doing the thing. You're doing
the thing. For the show. Yeah. We were talking about that.
Yes.
I'm down for that for sure.
Yeah. So we have pretty much touched on everything. So at this point of the interview, I really, I'm just excited about what's coming next. And, I definitely will be continuing to follow you. I definitely want to have you on my radio show as well, like we discussed before. And, once COVID is, we're COVID clear. Yeah, I want to have on the radio in studio with me as well. And I definitely am looking forward to, fostering, a relationship going forward with you with this music thing. You definitely have another fan. So, and you're going to gain more.
Yeah, for
that was so great.
And like I said, you're definitely going to be my first stop in. That's my girlfriend, Hannah. Thank you.
Hi, Hannah. Girlfriend, Hannah. I heard so much about you. Yeah.
But yeah, so yeah, I'm just looking forward to it. Like I said, you're gonna be the first stop whenever all this stuff clears. I'll definitely stop by your radio station first before I go anywhere else. So yeah, I got you
for that. I thank you for that. Remaining humble is the most important thing. You know what I mean?
For sure.
Telling your story is what I aim to do. And I want to tell it in your words, and I want to tell it to the truth. I want to tell it to what is an honest reflection of who you are, and what the work is that you're doing is an honest reflection of what your words match your actions. And so that's important to me. So anybody that you want to give a shout out to for this project, for production, for beats, for writing, for any type of anything, you want to give a shout out on this particular project, and then after that we'll give shouts out, to everybody else. So give me production.
So definitely Kid Houston. He, like I said earlier, he's the one who engineers and records me and does all of my the mixing and mastering for my stuff as well. Shout out to Roy Smith and Matt Vogel. They are two producers that I've kind of just been working with outside of myself, I guess. I think that's pretty much it. I appreciate Komet for his advice that he gives me on all the songs. I've already sent him what I have of the album and all of that already. And he's definitely giving me his his advice and all of that. And just everybody that tuned into the chat and everybody that's just family, friends and all that. I love all of y'all. I really do appreciate it. And thank God for sure. Yeah, that's a huge thing. Thank you for having me on.
Of course. We always say who's up next. You can't ignore what's next. You can't ignore something that's just busting out, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
To make a point without having to make the point. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Your skills, your talent, and the sound, and the beauty of what you do. it's making the point for you. It's not something that you have to say in words. You don't have to run around and say, hey, take this, play this. No,
Exactly.
it's like just like one of your Bobby Herrera says, you're a vibe, a whole vibe on your own. So music is an atmosphere.
Yeah.
You are in that atmosphere.
Yeah, it's like I live and breathe it all the
Yes.
time. So
Yes. So I definitely want to say thank you so much for coming on.
thank you for having me.
For being so candid, and I would love to have you back on Every Fancy Thing, artist interviews, and more at a later time. Let's shoot for after. Let's shoot for after the release, the project's release, so that we can take a look at what's going on and get some good feedback after that. You want to do that?
For sure. Yeah, I'm down. Okay. For sure. Sounds
well,
good.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. So, and I look forward to that. I look forward to following your career. I know that you're going to be successful. And I can see that you're gonna. Yes, I can see that because you're humble, and there's a kindness. Your aura is kind. So
Thank you.
We go. You are a whole vibe. All right. So again, thank you for coming on, and y'all, until next time, if you love the video, definitely you want to subscribe to the channel to get more good videos on the artist. If you want to tap in with me, I'm available, here on YouTube. Also, you can find me on Instagram at Hey Miss Hayes. I'm on his page as well. We follow, or either on Facebook at Ree Hayes Williams. If you want to send me any other artists that you want me to link up with or take a listen to their sound and whatnot, definitely I'm always on that. I'm always, all about the underground artist, independent grind. That's what I celebrate the most. So I am definitely looking forward to hearing from you guys, your feedback. This video will be available for replay and for copy for link, and I'll be sending it to you as well.
For sure. Sounds good. Thank you, Fancy. Right. Thank you, everybody who is watching. Love all you guys. I really appreciate it. So until next time.
Until next time, y'all. Okay. All right, O'Shea. Bye, y'all.
Peace.
All right.